Hi, Thinkminding again, and I thought that I would touch on another interesting subject, maybe some sex. Sexual history problems. Mainly sexual tendencies, if that makes any sense. Not necessarily fetishes, but mainly things that you don't like in bed, but you tend to keep getting with the same person or something like that. And also thinking that a relationship is just sex. There's a lot of people who think that as well. I myself don't really have any sexual history problems that I can think of, but I do have a lot of friends that do, and in a relationship, yeah, it's definitely good and definitely definite to have some really good sex, but for the most part, when I was looking for a spouse or whatever, when I'm looking for a spouse, I'm mainly looking to see if I can live with this person, if I can achieve any goals with this person, or if I can even function with this person, because if we're gonna live together and continue to have sex and maybe one day get married or maybe have kids or whatever, which is like the risk we're taking by having sex in general, yeah, I'm mainly thinking about that kind of stuff. And I know that maybe there's like a lot of guys that don't even think about that. I'm sure there's plenty of guys that really don't think about that, but in my experience, I used to just think about sex. Come on, we're all like that. When we're teenagers, we're just like, yeah, whatever, just gonna get laid, it's awesome, whatever, and you're not really thinking about anything because you're not having to live with that person, and you're not having to deal with that person. It's a lot different. So once you start living with someone and having sex with them every day and things like that, I'm not saying that it gets old or anything, but it definitely becomes a reality that you're like, hey, can I get used to this? Or am I that type of person that, really I just need to live alone and date people, or have an open sexual relationship, or there's a lot of different choices that you can choose when you're experiencing that and trying to figure out what's the best need for you. And then on top of that, finding a spouse that's okay with that and down with that and isn't gonna have a problem with it, or jealousy problems with that and things like that nature. So those are definitely things to think about like sexual history problems is what that's what I mean by that, like just things in your history when you're having sex that you don't necessarily maybe pick up on and you forget or whatever. But this is mainly a question to everyone else, like, do you have a sexual history problem? If you do, I'd like to hear. It's interesting to hear other people's take on this, or maybe what do you think sexual history problems mean in general. But yeah, it can be negative, it can be positive, yeah, whatever. I just wanted to hear from you all, like, what you thought. So anyway, take it easy, have a good one.